Okay then. Hello guys, hello everyone, good evening, good evening, good evening. Am I audible? Guys, am I audible? Good evening guys, good evening everyone. Good evening Bhimrao sir, good evening Utpal, good evening Nanda, Rajan is here, Subhashini is here. Good evening guys. I hope I'm audible and visible as well. Okay, wait, let me just see the chat box. I think it's going somewhere. Okay, that is nice. Okay, so yeah, again guys, good evening everyone and welcome to day 6. That was not planned initially, but today we are here on day 6 because we want to create some beautiful stuff. So welcome to day 6 of this DOM manipulation mastery course, and today is the last day of this. And so far guys, we have learned a lot of things, like things that will be enough to make you a proper DOM manipulation, developer. You can say that. Something like now you will be knowing almost every aspect of how to perform DOM manipulation, because now you know how to select elements, you know how to manipulate CSS, manipulate attributes, how to add elements, right? We have also seen how to create model pop-up. That was a simple mini project. Then we also created a carousel using timer functions. So we also learned about timer functions. So we have learned a lot of things which are more than enough for you to start creating really beautiful dynamic web pages. But again guys, we are not done yet, because today we'll be going in our mini project, which was the carousel one, and adding buttons, and we'll see how to slide those images using buttons properly. And after that, today we're also going to be seeing how to convert a proper array of data into a proper HTML, like how to visualize data that is an array into proper HTML form. Now we have already done that on day 2, right? We had an array of data and we created cards out of it. And that's why I told you, before you're watching today's session, you should watch day 2 again. But again, I hope that you all guys remember all that stuff, because today we'll also do that. But after that, the main thing is we will be creating pagination. So we'll be learning how to create pagination in JavaScript from scratch. And also we'll be adding a simple search and filter in that. So guys, that's the whole plan for today. First, we'll be working on carousel. We'll be going and adding previous and next button to move our slides. And then we'll be moving on to displaying the data in HTML form, which is inside an array of objects. And after that, we'll be adding pagination in that project and also a search option. Okay. So I hope you are excited for today's session, everyone. Please let me know in the chat. Good evening, Naveen. Good evening, Manoj. Good evening, Ganesh. How are you all? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the last day of this stream. Okay. So hopefully you are excited, because I am very excited, because we have a lot of things to do. So first of all, guys, let's quickly go ahead on our carousel. And I hope that you guys remember what we have done so far, right? In the carousel. So let me take this browser window quickly. Okay, that's great, guys. That's really great. I think I didn't copy the path. So let me just copy the path quickly. And let's go on the browser. So guys, this is the carousel that we have so far, right? It's automatically working. All is fine. But we want some extra stuff in this. What we want is, we want to add a previous and next button. And based on that, we want to move our slides. Just how it happens on professional websites, right? So let's go and let's start doing that. And hi Shamla, how are you? Hi. Welcome to the stream, Shamla. Okay. So now guys, see. Now before we move ahead to that previous and next button, there are few changes that I want to make in this whole thing. Okay, there are few small minor changes which I want to make in this whole slider logic. Okay guys, everyone, shall we? Okay, so it will help us, it will make it easier for us when we add previous and next button. So there are few changes that I want to do in this first before we move ahead with anything. Okay, good evening Nan, good evening buddy. So guys, the changes that I want here is, now what I want is, I want to create a counter like stuff for this slider. Like right now what I'm doing is, okay fine, initially ml is 100, so move minus 100, correct? And then after that ml becomes 200, so next time it will be minus 200, ml becomes 300. Now if anyone is new here, I would suggest you to watch day 4, okay, where I covered this whole carousel. So guys, if you're new here, you won't be able to understand directly what we have done here. So I would suggest you to watch day 4 from scratch, because that is the day when we created all these things. Sir, can you take Android development course? Why not? Why not ShortsTube? Why not? I'm planning for app development. So why not? Using Flutter, using Kotlin, I'm planning for all that stuff as well. Okay. So for anyone who is new and who don't understands this code, I would suggest you to watch day 4. But for everyone who has already watched it, let's go ahead and let's make few changes. So guys, I want some little bit tiny changes in the logic here. And the changes, instead of using ML, like margin left value directly, what I want is, I am going to be creating something like, let's say a variable called as current slide, which will keep track of my slide number. So what I want is, I want to give every slide a number. So I want my first slide to be 1, second slide to be 2, third slide to be 3. So because calculating in hundreds, sometimes it might get complicated. So I don't want to do that complicated stuff. Okay, because in future I'll be sliding forward, I'll be sliding backward. So I want to slide in terms of numbers. So I'm going to create a current slide variable, and in that the initial value that I'll pass is going to be 1. Okay everyone, because I am on first slide, I'm thinking like that. Now what I'm going to do is, rather than using ML here, I'll remove it. No ML, nothing. Okay, here I'll write a logic something like this: minus current slide, okay, and here multiplied by 100. So guys, if you look at it carefully, it's the exact same thing, because now initially I directly had 100, but now I'm having a current slide variable which is value is 1, and here I write minus 1 into 100, that is again 100 and percent, so minus 100%. And next time current slide will increment. Okay, so current slide next time will become 2, so next time it will be 2 into 100, so minus 200. So again it will become 3 into 100. So it's one and the same thing guys. It's just now I'm trying to use a smaller number, and it will help us guys, trust me, it will help us a lot in some time. So got the idea guys, what I made changes. And here also now, rather than checking something like this, I'm going to do if current slide goes greater than 4, and here also make sure that current slide goes back to 1. Now if you see guys, there's nothing going to be changed, the output will be still same, your carousel will still be working, hopefully. Let's see. Yep, it is still working. Let's completely see it if it is still working. So 3, 4, 5 and all good. Is that cleared guys, everyone? I hope we are understanding what I did here. First logic cleared. So rather than using that margin left value of 100, I created a new variable called as current slide, and here I pass current slide into 100, which is exactly same, 1 into 100, 2 into 100. So logic is same, the technique is a little different. Now we are ready. Okay, but before that also, I want to create one more function which I'm going to be reusing a lot. Okay, so I am planning on to create a function, and I'm going to call it as go to slide, something like that. So I'm creating a new function called as go to slide, and I'm going to pass 2 parameters in this. Again guys, the logic will be same, just the technique will be a little different. How? So I'm creating a function called as go to slide, and I'm asking it that why minus 100? Minus 100, right Naveen? Minus 100. We are going opposite. That's how it works, right? Initially also we had minus 100 here. When we had ml, at that time also we had minus 100, right? Remember that? If I go back to the base logic again, if you remember, we had minus ml, correct? And ml was 100 only, so minus 100. It's the same thing. And why minus 100? Because, see this, by default margin left is 0. So we are at scratch, start, minus 100, that means move minus 100%. Simple. Okay, no issues. I think there was some confusion. No issues, no issues. Cool. So now guys, I'm creating a function called as goToSlide, and I'm gonna ask this function that I will give you two things. I will give you something called as slide number, okay? And I'm also gonna give you something called as duration. So I'm gonna call it as, let's say, T duration, something like that, transition duration, okay? Now what I want is, I'm gonna take this code here, okay, or you can also take this code, but let's say we take this code here, okay, and put the movement logic here, only the movement logic, providing transition and moving it by minus whatever it is. Now here, instead of mentioning current slide, I'm gonna pass the slide number, and instead of using directly 1 second, I'm gonna pass whatever duration I'm passing. So T duration plus seconds. Now see guys, nothing much to do. Simply I'll go here, and rather than writing that code, I'm gonna call this function goToSlide. And it's still the same thing. It's just now in goToSlide I'm passing two things. My current slide, where I want to go, and duration will be, how much it was guys? How much we gave it? 1 second, right? So 1. So guys, same thing again, but now we just have a separated function called as goToSlide. Okay, so now I'm calling goToSlide here, in which I'm passing current slide initially, which is 1, and seconds 1. So 1 and 1. So transition duration will be 1, okay, and margin left will be 1 into 100, which is minus 100. Next time it will be plus plus. So next time when it is called, it will be 2, and it will still be 1. So 2 and 1. So transition is 1, and this will be 2 into 100, which is 200. So at the end it is the same thing. I just separated that code in a separate function, because I'm going to be reusing it a lot, and I don't want to write that code again and again. Is that clear, everyone? Got the idea? And if you'll see, your slider still works same. It is still same, no changes, hopefully. Yep, it still works same. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, please confirm that. Okay, I hope you're understanding, right? We have not done any extra thing yet. We have simplified it a little bit, that's all. Rather than using big values like 100, 200, we said, no, I'm going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, which I'll multiply by 100 when I need it. Secondly, whatever code I wrote here, I put it separately in here. Okay, and I'm saying that I'm going to give you the slide number and duration from parameters. So I can call it like this. Okay, hopefully it's clear. Now, here starts the main magic. Okay, so all good, guys. Now for some time, everyone, let's stop this. Let's stop this whole thing. For some time, let's stop the slider. Okay, normal. Let's add a previous and next button real quick. Let's go. Guys, for anyone who is new and watching this for the first time, you might get a little confused in here. Okay, but don't worry. You just have to watch day 4. That's all. Little bit confusion. What is the confusion, buddy? Tell me. What is the confusion? Can you please tell me what is the confusion here? DigiWorld, what's the confusion? Please, can you tell me that? What is your confusion? Because it is still the same code. I think you joined a little late, right, DigiWorld? You joined a little late. Maybe. See, initially what we had, if I have to show you again, I'm not going to remove that code, but I'll just show you here. See, just to guys give you a quick revision for everything. See, initially this was the code. Okay. And let me take this as well. Guys, giving you all a quick revision here. And I'm sorry, I don't know why my hair is misbehaving today, but hope that's fine. It's a lot of wind here. No issues. So let's go. See, initially we had this as our code. Here we were directly passing 1 second. And here, instead of this, we had something called as ML. Right? ML. Okay. And we had a variable called as ML equals 100. Correct? This was the thing. ml greater than 400. Guys, this was the logic, right? Initially, just to giving you a quick revision, this was the logic. Now if you read this logic, what were we doing till now? What were we doing till now? ml plus equal to 100. Okay, now initially ml was 100, good enough. Okay, use a transition duration of 1 second, and I'm doing here is move the carousel by using margin left of minus ml, which is minus 100%. That's what we did on day 4, right? That's what we did on day 4. Cool. So minus 100, then increment ml by 100. So ml becomes 200. So next time when the set interval is called, this will be minus 200, because now ml is 200. Next time minus 300. Next time minus 400. But now I'm saying that I don't want to deal this in hundreds. So I again do the exact same logic, but now something like this. Rather than using ml, I create a variable current slide, which is initially 1. Which is initially what, guys? 1. And then I say, instead of writing ml, I'll write current slide multiplied by 100. Now if you see, guys, rather I directly write ml, which was 100, but now I'm writing current slide, which is 1 into 100, which is again what? 100. It's one and the same thing, guys. And now instead of using ml, I'm doing current slide plus equal to 1, or simply plus plus. So now, guys, see, initially it's 1, 1 into 100, 100. So minus 100. Then plus plus, it becomes 2. 2 into 100, 200. That means minus 200. Plus plus, minus 300. Plus plus, minus 400. Same thing, right? Digiworld, I hope you got the idea, right? So we converted our initial code to this. And then I said, I am passing this whole code into a separate function, because I'm going to be reusing it a lot. That's why I passed the same code into a separate function, where I'm giving the value of current slide and the duration from a parameter. That's all. So if I call go to slide and I pass my current slide, that is 1, and transition duration, that is 1. So duration will be 1 second and margin left will be 1 into 100. Next time I'll pass current slide as 2. So got the idea? 2 into 100. So guys, one and the same thing, nothing, no changes. We are literally doing the exact same thing, but just in a different way. That's all, guys. That's all. Got it, guys? Everyone, are we clear with this? Can we move ahead now with the buttons? Everyone, can we move ahead with the buttons now? Can we move ahead with the buttons now? All set? Nice. Okay, and guys, just give me a minute. The fuck is you? Okay, just settled it up so that it doesn't distract me anymore. Okay, so I hope now I'm visible and audible as well. Okay, so now no distractions. Cool, let's go now. Let's go, guys, because we want to focus it, not completely, right? We want to focus. So let's go, everyone. Let's start. So now I am commenting this interval logic because right now I don't want to move like that. So let's move ahead now. So now if you think, simply my current slide is 1, and if I call go to slide, I'll move to the next element. Correct, guys? Everyone? Hope you're understanding this. Now then, let's move ahead with the logic. So first of all, let's add a few buttons in here. So let's go to HTML quickly, and let's also open CSS. Let's add the buttons on the carousel. So I'll go to this banner, which is our main, and I'm going to create a div here. Let's call it as, let's give it a class of something like, buttons. Buttons. Let's apply some CSS to it. So dot buttons. Width of 100%. Height of, let's say, 50 pixels, something like that. And background color of black. Let's see the output as of now. Here we go. It's on top here, right? Everyone can see that. Now I want it to be in center. So first of all, I'm going to give it some position, these buttons. But before that, I'm going to go to banner and I'm going to give it position as well. Position of relative. Okay. And now to the child, which is my buttons, I'm going to give it a position of absolute. Okay. Nice. Now let's move it in center. So for that, very easy it should be. Let's give banner a display of flex. So display flex. Okay. And okay. Oh, because of ban it's having, so let's not do it. Let's not do it as of now. Now we can adjust it by that also, but right now I don't want to make it that complicated. So let's move it using its top. So top of how much is the height of banner? 600 pixel, right? So 300 pixels, something like that. Okay, now it's here, but I think it should be 275 pixels, so it will be in proper center. Here we go, guys. Now it's in proper center. You can also increase the height a little bit to maybe 70 pixels. Okay, so 265 pixels. Okay, everyone, cleared? A simple banner buttons area, everyone. I hope you're understanding this. Okay, and I just want to confirm, guys, I hope you guys are cleared with this logic, right? The changes that I made here. Okay, it's exactly the same thing, just a new technique. Right, everyone? Just confirm that once. Okay, because I want to confirm that. I want you guys to understand all that, okay? Okay, nice. Now then, let's go. Let's create two divs in here. Let's give it a class of btn. So I need two of them. So btn. Let's give them some height. So dot btn. I'm gonna give them a width of, that's good, Naveen, that's really great. Width of 70 pixel and height of 70 pixel and background color of red for now. So now I'll have two buttons there. Okay, two boxes here. Let's put them side by side. So for that, I can go to the parent and give it a display of flex. So now they are side by side. Now I want one box to be on the left side and one box to be on the right side. So for that, again, flex boxing technique, justify content, space between. And here we go. Now in this one, I need the left button. In this one, I need the right button. That's all. So let's go and let's do it quickly, guys. For that, guys, we can also use font awesome. So let's search for font awesome icons. For that less than greater than icon. And let's search for, arrow, something like that. And also, guys, if you want to use font awesome icons, you need font awesome's link. So that also will search. We'll search for font awesome CDN so that we can get that link on font awesome. So let's go into font awesome CDN and quickly copy this link. So copy the link tag, go in your HTML and paste that link tag here. That's it. Just paste that font awesome link tag in your HTML and now you'll be good to use it. So now in this first button, I want to pass, let's say this icon, arrow left. Copy, paste. And in this one, I want to pass the right one. So I think it will be the same thing, just the class will change. So let's copy and paste and just change it to arrow right. And that should be it. Nice. So now you can see we have two arrows here and there. Now let's make them properly centered and all that stuff quickly. So we'll go to btn. We'll also give that a display of flex so that I can make that arrow in center. Justify content, center, align items, center. Here we go. Now that both those buttons are in center, that's what we wanted. Let's also make it circular. So border radius, 50%. Here we go. Nice, looks nice, right? Let's increase the font size. 20 pixel. Let's see how much it is increasing. Maybe a little more. 24 pixels. Okay, that's really good now. And now finally, guys, remove the red, remove the black. So it will not be visible that great, but let's make it visible now. So for that, what we'll do is we'll go to this btn and we'll give it a background color of RGBA, which will be black. So 0 red, 0 green, 0 blue, and opacity will be 0.5. Can you see that, guys, everyone? We have a black transparent box here, guys, right? Easy enough. and let's change the text color to white. So color of white. And nice. And also from the right and left, let's give it a little gap. So for that we can give padding to the parent, which is buttons. So padding from top bottom 0 pixel, but from left right let's give it 5%. Maybe a little less, 3%. Guys, are we clear with this buttons logic, everyone? Like no JavaScript as of now, just some basic buttons. Okay? So now we have these beautiful looking left and right buttons, right? Hopefully all cleared. Now the main thing is to create the trick. When I click on this, I need to move my slide. Now guys, again, before I move ahead, let me explain this technique to you. I hope from day 4 you're watching, so you'll be understanding it. I now simply have a go to slide function to which I'll pass a slide number and duration, and it will help me move. That's all, guys. That's all. And my current slide is 1. Why I'm keeping it 1? Because initially my slide is also 1. But the technique is actually, if this is 1, so it will be 1 into 100. Right, everyone? 1 into 100. That will be minus 100. So it will move it. Now then, let's add a simple event first. Let's go ahead. Let's give this next button a ID. So ID next. And let's write some JavaScript for that. So document dot get element by ID next dot add event listener, which is going to be click function. This is what I'm perform. This is what I want to perform. And what I'm going to do here is simple, plain logic. I'm simply going to call go to slide, and I'll pass whatever my current slide is, comma, the duration, which is 1 second. And every time it happens, I'm also going to increase the amount of current slide plus for the next time. Now guys, please focus everyone, what's going to happen here. So basically whatever was happening in set interval by default, same I am doing here. When I click on next, go to slide, initially 1 into 100. Okay. And now you'll see, click. See that everyone? Click, click, click. Is that cleared, guys? Everyone got the idea of how it is working? So let me explain it again if at all you're confused. So I have a initial value of current slide which is 1. Nice, good enough. 1. Okay. When I click on the next button, okay, I'm saying go to slide, current slide. So 1, and I'm passing duration as 1. Guys, now we can ignore this duration here, right? Because we know it's always going to be 1 second. So we can ignore this duration as of now. Let's just ignore this duration. Or if you want to better do it, I know it's going to be 1 second always. So let's just do one thing. Let's remove this completely. Let's simply pass 1 second. Let's not make it complicated for now. Directly, okay, fine, 1 second. You're 1 second. Leave it. So I'm saying go to slide, current slide. Okay, so initially current slide is 1. So it will be go to slide 1. Okay. So document.get element by ID, margin left, minus 1 into 100, which is minus 100. So when I click, I move minus 100. And also current slide increments to 2 now. So now current slide is 2. So next time if I click next, it will be passing go to slide 2. So margin left minus 2 into 100. So minus 200. Is that clear, everyone? And now guys, I really hope that remember the reset logic, right? This was the reset logic, right, everyone? Let's copy that for the last slide. So if current slide if current slide becomes greater than 4, then for some time, wait for some time, and then go back to 0, and current slide again should become 1. I hope you remember this reset logic, right? I hope I don't have to explain you this, right, everyone? Hopefully. I hope you remember this. So now if you'll see, on next, it will work perfectly fine. So now if I just go on the last slide, as soon as the last slide completely loads, timeout will fire, and we'll move to the first slide again. Right? And then we can continue properly. Is that cleared, guys? So whatever was happening inside set interval, now it's just happening based on click. Nothing big, guys. Are we cleared here? Everywhere. Are we cleared? Please confirm that. Are we cleared here? Okay, hopefully. Now, this was not the tricky part. You know what's the tricky part? Previous. Yes, we can make it work together. We'll do that. First, let's complete this and then we can do that. Don't worry. We can definitely do that. Don't worry. Now guys, the main trick is, fine, next is working. What about previous? Now guys, if you focus again, I'll go ahead and remove the overflow hidden of banner because I wanted to show. Now we know that every image is after that, after the first image, right? So if I'm clicking previous for the first time itself, then what? See, what I'm trying to tell you is, let's also create the previous logic. Everyone, let's also write the previous logic. So let's go to HTML, let's give it an ID, prev, okay? Now here, document dot get element by ID, prev dot add event listener, click, function, okay? And now what I'm going to do is simply same thing, guys, okay? Go to slide, current slide, and here guys it will be opposite. Current slide will be what, guys? Minus minus, right everyone? Are you understanding? V plus if we want to move forward, V minus if we want to move backward. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, are we understanding this or not? Can you please confirm that? Okay, but I think in this case it will not work that great, but let's test it. Let's test it. So next, okay, all good. Next, all good. Now let's try previous. Nope, it's going to the next slide. Then it's coming previous. That means there is some issue. There is some issue. So to solve this issue, I have a technique. Okay. See guys, the issue is initially it's going to current slide. Current slide is already incremented. That's why the problem is. See, if I have to show you, see here guys. Let me, print the current slide after everything that I do. So console.log current slide. Guys, please focus everyone, okay? Please focus. See, focus here on the console. Click. Oh. Click. Okay, now see, current slide is 2, correct? If current slide is 2 right now, that means next time it will be minus 200, correct? Now current slide is 3, that means next time it will be minus 300. Now let's say here I leave it. So current slide is 3. So now if I click on previous, it will call go to slide. That means current slide is what, guys? Right now what is current slide? 3. So it will still be minus 300. And that's why it moves forward first. And from there now it moves backward. Because after that it became minus minus. That means the issue is for the first time. Understood the problem, everyone? Have you guys understood the problem here? That means we need a little change in the technique. Now we need a little change in the technique, guys. Because the issue is, after I move to the next slide, I increment the current slide, which will be used for the next slide. But let's say I move to the next slide, current slide increments, and I call previous. But it is still using the same value of current slide, which makes it to go next. That is something I want to avoid. That's why, guys, I'm going to use a new technique here, a little new technique. And guys, please focus on what I'm going to do now. So what I'm planning, is don't move first and then increment. Do one thing. Increment first and then move. Is that clear, guys? Increment first and then move. Okay? And what I'm planning is, I'll make my current slide as 0. Let's say I'll make my current slide as what, guys? 0. So initially current slide is 0. Is that clear, everyone? Let's now create a new logic. Don't worry. Let me explain it again. So initially current slide is 0. Good. All good. Fine. Now if someone clicks on next, current slide plus plus first. So current slide becomes what? 1. Then go to slide 1. So here it will be 1 into 100. So it will be minus 100. Same logic, right? Same logic. So it is still working. Right? And now in decrement also, first decrement, then move. First perform decrement, then move. So now, guys, see. Okay, good. 1. Okay, good. 2. Now if I click on previous, first it will decrement to 1. And that's why it's directly moving. because now I'm writing decrement first and then move. Is that clear, everyone? You got the logic? Are we understanding here? Please confirm that, guys. Are we understanding here? So now let me show you this. Let's print this current slide here after incrementing. And also let's print it after decrementing. Okay, now see. Now we know that current slide currently initially is what, guys? 0. So initially it's 0. Leave it. Initially it's 0. When I click here, it becomes 1. Now it became 1 and we moved. Now it became 2 and we moved. Okay. Then it becomes 3 and we moved. Now when I click on previous, first this 3 will decrement. So it will become 2 and then it will move. It will become 1 and then it will move. Understood, guys? So now our previous and next both are working fine. See that, everyone? But we still have a problem. And the problem is, what if someone directly clicks on previous for the first time only? But do we have any previous slide? Guys, do we have any previous slide to go to? Tell me. No. So if someone clicks on this, there's nothing. So guys, we have to create that logic, what we did for the end one. See, when I go to the last slide, it moves back to first. Right, everyone? Oh. Okay. I need to also see, guys. Now, because of increment, decrement, now the issue is, at the last, it's taking one extra movement. That means now here I have to change some logic. Here I have to make it 3. Because it's going 1 extra. Now let's see. Okay. And all good. Fine. Now, guys, you tell me. Let me see if you can answer it. Okay. Now, guys, what we do, our technique is, if we go to last slide, we move back to first. So, according to the logic, if I'm moving like this, this is my last image. Correct, everyone? This is my last image. Because this is considered as first. So if I'm clicking previous initially, what should come? That one, right? That tree one. That palm tree or coconut tree one, right? Because according to the logic, just before this image, you have this coconut tree. Right? So according to technique, if I click on previous initially, that image should come here. Okay? So same logic but in reverse now. Exactly. So now what we'll do is, guys, we actually have to add one extra image now. And if we are planning to add an extra image, guys, we need to do few things. And the few things are increasing the width to, where is it? Where is it? Banner is here, banner button, carousel. Okay. Increasing the width to 600% because now we'll be having 6 images. So we are increasing the width to 600%. And also, please focus, guys. Let's add the image. So this 4th image, I want it to be first. Okay. But guys, I don't want this to be visible first. I want this to be visible first. So for that, guys, I have to go in my CSS and by default make margin left initially -100 so that this image is visible. Is that clear, guys? So I'm adding first image as this tree one, okay, and I'm by default making -100% so that this image is visible first. Now again a little change will be there in the logic again because now we are already at -100. Guys, we are already at -100. Is that clear, guys? Now we can't move to -100 because we are already at -100. Getting my point, everyone? Guys, tell me, Nanda, Utpal, Naveen. Now you have to focus, guys, because we are doing a lot of programming now. Okay. So now, according to the technique, we are already at -100. So now, if we are already at -100, if I try to move at minus, see, it's not moving because we are already at -100. How can it again move to -100? So guys, according to the technique, now you're not on 0th slide. If I consider this as 0th slide and this as first slide, now you're not on 0th slide. So what I'm going to do is, in my JavaScript, initially I kept it 0. It helped me to move to -100, but now I'm already at -100. So that means for the first time, I want to go to -200. So directly make it 1. So now guys, initially it's 1, correct? Initially it's 1. So here it will be current slide plus plus. So 1 will become 2, and then that will be passed in current slide. So it will be by default minus 200%. So now if you check it out, you'll be moving perfectly. See that, everyone? But now there's an issue. There is some issue. Okay, issue is we have now increased this, so we also have to increase this as well. 4. Exactly, Nanda, exactly. Correct, correct, buddy, correct. So now, if you see this, here we go. But it's going back to 0. Guys, now we can't go back to 0, right? Because according to our logic, this should be our first image. This should be our first image. So now we can't go back to 0. Because initially, we are always at minus 100. So now, here, when I end, I need to go to minus 100. Is that cleared, everyone? Now I need to go to minus 100 by default. Can't go to 0 anymore. So now you'll see. Okay. Now when I click on previous, see I'm going on that image. But as soon as I come on this image, I also want all the images to come here. So guys, same logic. Just like when I get to this image, I go back to minus 100. So that we come at start. Same like that, when I go to this image, I need to go back to this image, so that this previous images can be there. Same logic. So, because this image and this one are same, so if someone goes on this image, I need to move there. That's all. So let's do that. So that logic I'll be writing in previous. So same guys, almost similar, but checking logic is a little different. So that will be, okay, first of all, let's check what is the current slide value when I reach here. Guys, what is the current slide value, everyone? When I reach here, what's the value? 0. So if current slide becomes 0, I want you to, and also guys, let's check what is the current slide value when I reach to that image. 2, 3, 4. So here the value is 4. That means I need to go to 4, because this, when I come here, the value is 4. So directly may go to minus 400%, and the current slide should become 4. That's all. And now, hopefully, let's see. First of all, let's check previous if it is working. As soon as I come here we go. See guys? Now, we can also continue the previous without any worries. See? And also the next without any issues. So now guys, the main part is here. Just go ahead now and make it hidden. And now if you see, you have a really beautiful working carousel just by plain JavaScript, which you can do previous, next at any point of time. Is that cleared, guys? Everyone, are we cleared? Please tell me. See guys, that's why people go for libraries. Are you getting my point? That is why people go for libraries. But actually, if you watch it from start, it's not that tricky. But guys, that's why people opt out for libraries, because making these things a little tricky. It's not tough. It's just a little tricky and involves a lot of calculation. That's all, guys. That's what makes it tricky. That is all. Okay, other than that, it's quite easy. So now guys, I really hope that you have understood this, everyone. And if you're new guys, if you're directly new here, first time on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And also guys, you won't be able to directly understand it if you're very new here. So I would suggest you to watch day 4 of this course, because on day 4, we made the initial idea of this carousel, the basic idea. And today we converted that carousel into this. Okay, so you have to watch day 4 first if you're new. Exactly, Ujjwal. Exactly, buddy. So guys, do you want me to revise it again once for you? Do you want me to revise it again? Naveen, are you there, buddy? You told me it was confusing, right? So I hope it's also clear to you if you're here. Guys, do you want me to revise it, or you have understood it now? So shall we move ahead? Please confirm that. Got it, everyone? Nanda, Manoj, Rajan, Ujjwal, everyone got it? That is great. Now, guys, there is still a very tiny problem. Like, we can ignore it, but there is a tiny problem. Exactly, Devi Prasad. Mainly practice. It mainly comes from practice. That's all. Mainly practice. Okay, you have to sit and create it by yourself. Right now, whatever I'm teaching here, it will just go, only 50 to 60% of this will be going in your mind. Once you sit and create it by yourself, then it will be much more clear. But right, I directly didn't create it. I also followed some steps. First, I create a very simple initial carousel with basic values. Then I converted it to a function. Then I created previous next logic. Okay. Now, guys, there is a tiny problem. Let me show you what is the tiny problem. See, if I click on this, see, everyone focus. If I click and while it is moving, I click again. See, if I click and I click again, it moves twice. Not a problem, but what if someone does this? Click, 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 click. Got it, guys? Click, 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 click. So it will just move like this. Understood the problem, everyone? So people can make mistakes like this. So we have to avoid it. So what we're going to do is, as soon as someone clicks, for the time it is moving, we won't allow the user to click it anymore. We will disable the buttons. Getting my point, everyone? We will disable the buttons. For that particular time, we will disable the buttons while it is moving. Understood, everyone? Guys, hope you're understanding the whole concept here. Okay. One time, please. Rajan, what? One time, what? Just a quick revision. Okay. Let's do it, guys. Let's do a very simple, quick revision. Okay. So for that, guys, okay, let's do a final revision. Let's do a final revision. Okay. A final, simple revision. For that, let me remove the overflow hidden. So, guys, see this. In total, we have 6 images. Correct? Our first and second image and fifth and sixth image are same because of some reason. So our first and second image and fifth and sixth image are same. Okay. This was my first live DOM manipulation and JavaScript same. This was my first live. JavaScript, Ryanchu, Pranay, JavaScript is basically the language. DOM manipulation is something that you do using JavaScript. So DOM manipulation is like you use JavaScript to manipulate HTML and CSS for creating these amazing things. So JavaScript is a language, okay? And DOM manipulation is something that you do using JavaScript. You can say that. So it's like they are not same. JavaScript as a language, it's a very huge thing. But DOM manipulation is one feature of JavaScript, okay? So guys, let's quickly do it. Let's do a final revision so that you understand. I want you guys to understand it completely. So first and second image and fifth and sixth image are same. By default, I want it to be on second image. So for that reason, I said by default, I'm moving you to -100. Cool, done. By default, I'm simply moving you to -100 because if I don't move it to -100, this will be my first image. But I want this to be I want this one to be my first image. So for that reason, I did -100. Cool, settled, nice. Now, in my JavaScript logic, I create a variable called as current slide, which I give 1. Now, guys, it will be simple to understand. No need to, come from the whole logic. Let's understand it here only. So I have a variable called as current slide, which is initially 1. Good enough, leave it. 1 is the default value, okay. Now, I have these two buttons, previous and next. Now, let's see what happens. Let's understand the logic. When I click on next, what do? I increment the value of current slide. So current slide becomes what? 2. Correct, it becomes 2. And then I call the function go to slide where I pass this current slide's value. So go to slide 2. That means move the element minus 2 into 100. That is minus 200. That's why minus 200. And current slide is now what? 2. If you see here, check it out. 2. Okay. Now if I click on next again current slide will increment. So current slide will become 3. So it will be go to slide 3. So here 3 into 100, which is minus 300. That's why something like this. Again when I click. And now again when I click, guys, current slide will become 5. And I have mentioned the logic here. that if current slide becomes greater than 4, that means if it becomes 5, that is greater than 4, start a timer of 1 second. Okay, so when I click here, it moves to the 5th image, but at the same time, a timer of 1 second has started. So that image will take 1 second to completely come into the frame, and exactly as soon as it comes in the frame, 1 second of this timer will end, and it will move you back to minus 100%, which was nothing but this initial place. But because both the images are same, you won't be able to understand what happened. That's why, see, here we go, and now as soon as I go to that image, I come back to minus 100, and I also reset my current slide to 1, because that is how it was initially. Got the logic, everyone? Now let's understand previous. Same thing. Now again, current slide is 1. Okay, current slide is 1 again. Let me clear the console. Now again, current slide is 1. Now if I click on previous, what will happen? Current slide minus minus. So current slide will become 0. Is that clear, guys? 0. So go to slide 0. That means 0 into 100, which is 0%. And that's what I want. Because if it is 0%, it will go back to the start. But as soon as go to 0%, I'm also mentioning here, right? If current slide becomes equal to 0, and in this case it became 0. You see here, it became 0. So if it becomes 0, at the same time, a timer should start, and after completing 1 second of the timer, you should go back to minus 400%, and current slide should become 4, which is nothing but this image. See, this is the place where current slide becomes 4. So if I go to 0, come to this place, and that's why when I click on previous, it directly goes to that place. See, and that's why I can continue now from there also. And guys, that's it. Cleared, everyone? Hopefully you got it. Now it was like just for a final revision. I hope it was understandable now. Okay, really hope it was good enough. And guys, for everyone who is new, if you're not understanding all this at one moment, please guys, because we are doing it from last 5 days, so I would suggest you to also watch the last 5 sessions. Okay, because we are building towards it. Okay, so if you watch the previous 5 sessions, this will be much more understandable. So guys, I hope it's cleared. Can you please confirm that once, everyone? Hopefully. And now let's again go back to overflow hidden and remove it. Okay, where is it? This one. And that's all. That should be it. Now the best part is, guys, let's increase the waiting time a little bit. But we don't have any waiting time because we don't have any set interval. So guys, now you know what you can do. You can also start the set interval like this. So now, yep, now here we go. Leave it. And guys, yeah, same logic. Okay, also here also you can do it on top. And now we don't have any second parameter. So yeah, now you will see both of them will work together. It will also automatically move like this, and I can also click. So let's see, it moves and I can also click. It will continue as well. Okay, but now there are some issues that we need to solve, because here I think I have a wrong logic. Wait, when the slider ends, we are going to, okay, this is the logic of slider end, right? So let's copy the same logic and put it here as well, because this is the new logic of slider end. Yep. Now let's see. So good. I move by clicking. Good enough. Good. 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 All working, guys. Everyone. All working. With by default also, and on my click also. See? Is that clear, everyone? All set? Your carousel is working both ways. Okay? So guys, that's how you make a really cool carousel without using any libraries, just by using pure old JavaScript. Okay, everyone? Good enough. So guys, now can we move ahead to our next application, everyone? Can we move ahead to our next application that we have planned for today? The main project for today, because this was the second application, say the secondary application, which we wanted to complete. Now then, guys, let's move ahead to our main application, everyone. Let's go and let's move ahead to our main application that we have planned for today. So let's close it, and we will still need font awesome, so let's keep it, and let's go ahead, guys. Guys, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this whole carousel logic. Yes or no, please let me know that in the chat, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this carousel logic. Hopefully. And hopefully you're enjoying this whole course. So guys, let's go ahead and let's create a new folder. And I'm going to call it as day 6. Okay. Yes, Bhimrao sir. See, carousel. See, the main aim of this whole course is not for you to understand carousel directly. The main aim is so you should learn the whole DOM manipulation. If you have got the DOM manipulation techniques, that's enough for me. Carousel was just one thing that I wanted to show, that we can also create it. Okay. But initially, it will be a little tricky. You have to sit, watch the video again and create it, because it's a tricky thing to do. Okay. So you have to do it once or twice to make it perfect. Okay. But the main aim of this course is that you guys should understand the whole concepts of DOM manipulation. So that is good. That is good. If DOM is clear, that's enough. Carousel is secondary. Okay. Carousel is secondary. So now guys, let's quickly go. Let's create a new file. I'm going to call it as index.html. And guys, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, because this is not the only course. I am coming up with a lot of amazing and new courses. App development, web development, all that stuff. So guys, again, let's do the basic setup first. HTML. Let's create a new file for CSS. So I'm going to call it as style.css. And one more file for JavaScript. So script.js. Okay, cool. So 3 files. Close it now. Let's make the basic setup. Let's call it as data visualizer, something like that. Okay, cool. Now then guys, let's go. Let's link the CSS, and also let's link the font awesome, because we're also going to be using font awesome a lot. So let's link the font awesome quickly. Good enough. Also, let's link our own CSS file. So link./style.css, and let's link the JS file as well. Now guys, I need your complete focus here, okay? I need your complete focus, because we're going to be using everything that we have learned so far. Literally everything that we have learned so far, okay? So let's go, everyone. The first thing, basic setup of CSS as well, which is going to be margin 0 pixel, padding 0 pixel, and box sizing border box. And in JavaScript, guys, we need to prepare some data that we want to display. Okay, so let's prepare some data quickly. Or you can also download some data from somewhere, or copy your data from somewhere. But let me just prepare some 10, 20 data easily. So let's call it as, students, something like that. Students. It's an array of objects. So one array. Inside that student object, student will have a name. So name of, let's say, I'm going to put your names. So Bhimrao. Let's say city, I'm going to put as Pune. Okay. Age, let's put as 25. And let's also have something like, rank, or something like total marks. So total marks equals, sorry, not equals, let's say 345, something like that. Okay, so guys, this is one student data, one student object. Like that, I'm going to create multiple. So let's put Ganesh, let's say Hyderabad, age 22, total marks 300. Let's put Akib, city Baramulla, and age can be, let's say, 21, something like that, and marks can be, let's say, 300. Then one more, let's put Naveen. I don't know, maybe let's put, I exactly don't know, but let me put New York here, because I know Naveen is from outside. Okay, your name is Shiva, so I'll put your name as well, buddy. Don't worry. Wait. After this only, I'll just put your name. So let's put 27 here. Okay, London. Let me put London then. London. Let's say total marks is something like 289. Okay, let's put Shiva as well. Shiva. Let's say Shiva lives in something like Ratnagiri. I can't think of any cities actually. That's why I'm just putting any random city. So let's say Shiva's age is 19. And let's say Shiva has scored really good marks. Top 350. Okay. Let's put Utpal. Baramulla is in Kashmir, Naveen. It's in Kashmir. It's in Kashmir. City Ahmedabad. Okay. Bad. I don't know. I think may have made a mistake. Ahmedabad. Huh? Ahmedabad. And let's put 22. 278. Okay, and one last data, guys. One last data. You're not from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, let me just put Andhra Pradesh here. Andhra Pradesh. Okay, fine. And let's put one last data. Let's put Nanda. I don't know Nanda from where he is. Okay, let's put Hubli. So now, guys, we have a real data of real people. I don't know from where Nanda is, so I'll just put Pune here. If he says something, I'll change it. No issues in that. Okay, so let's say 28. Guys, it's just a random age, okay? Don't worry about this too much. Okay, and let's put same marks. Good enough, guys. So we have data of around 7 people, and that should be enough for now. Okay, let's put Vizag. Okay. Actually, we need more data. In reality, guys, we actually need more data. You know, we need more data to create that pagination logic, actually. So I should have prepared it first. But anyway, this is fine. Or what I can do, you know, I can copy the same thing and I can just change the names. Okay. So let me quickly just put, you know, Justin, Dale, Shane. These are all cricketer names, guys. Okay. Abraham. Let's say Shah Rukh Khan. Okay. Let's put Ritik, Saif, and also one last. Let's put now let's put Avengers. Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye. So guys, we have variety of data, right? Some Avengers, some cricketers, some of us, amazing people. Hawkeye, let's put Hulk. And finally, let's put, you know, Black Widow. And one extra data at the last. One extra data at the last, because I want to show you something really cool for the last. So one extra data. Oh, did I copy it again? Okay. Hi, positive vibes. How are you, buddy? How are you? And let's put Subhashini. So Subhashini. Okay, cool. So guys, all set. Don't worry about the age and cities. Let them be same. Names are different, so it will be easier for us to identify. And let's put one common name. I want to repeat few names. So let's say Shane and Abraham, I repeat here. But they can have different cities. So Shane is from, let's say, Melbourne. And Abraham is for, let's say, Pretoria. Okay, all good. Now then, guys, we have a really cool data. I think it's around 20 or 25, something like that. Leave it on that. Fine. Now, the first logic that we need is we need to display this data on our web page. Yes or no, guys? Everyone. Now, we know we can display this in card format, right, guys? We can also display this in card format. Correct or not? Everyone, please confirm that. Okay. But here, we are not going to be doing card format. We are going to be doing table format. Here, I want to do it in table format. So let's go and let's make it in table format. So for that, first let's do the basic preparation. So I'm going to create a div. I'm going to give it a class of, you know, container. Okay. So let's go. Dot container. Width of, let's say, 80%. or let's call it main. Okay, width of 100% and padding from top bottom 50 pixels, from left right 10%, and background color, let's say for now gray. Guys, please focus everyone. Right now it's all preparation. We have not done any JavaScript, just prepared the data, that's all. Here we go. Okay, why can't I see it? Oh, sorry. It's main, right? Here we go, main. Now inside this main I need a container. Okay. Hi, the quotable mentality. Hi buddy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And guys, for all the new people, please everyone, if you're enjoying the stream and understanding everything, please don't forget to subscribe, okay? Okay, let's go guys. So dev, let's give it a class of container. Right now we are still at basic setup, guys. In some time the magic will start, okay? In some time the magic will start. But before that, the basic setup is important. So dot container. Let's also give it a width of 100% and no height, only padding. So padding top bottom 20 pixel, that's all. Nothing from left right. And background color red. Here we go. This is my container area, everyone, okay? Simple enough, nothing big, nothing tough. Base idea. Now inside this, I need two things. First a h1, where I'm going to mention all data, something like that. Or actually, I want a div here. Div, I'm going to give it a class of header. Okay. And inside this header, I'm going to give an h1 in which I'll write all students, something like that. Okay. And also one input box. Or first of all, let's adjust this. Okay, good enough. Now let's apply some CSS again. So guys, you can see we have a header and inside that we have a h1, right? So let's apply some CSS. Hi, stay safe. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Good evening. Header. Let's give it a width of 100% and background color of yellow. Okay, this is my header. Inside this header, I need two things actually. One input box and one h1. So I'm also going to needing an input box here. Placeholder will be search name. So guys, two things, but I want them side by side. Okay. Hi Spurge, how are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Good evening. So guys, now I want this h1 and this text box side by side. For that, we know what to do, right? Everyone, we know what to do, right? Exactly. We just have to go to header and give it a display of flags. That's all. And now they are side by side. But I also want them to be end to end. So for that, see, now you guys are becoming experts actually. That's really good to see. Justify content, space between. And here we go. Side by side. Now this will be my search box. Okay. And also I want to change the font family. So I'll do it directly here in the main. Because I want everyone to have a same font family. So font family, Cijo UI. Good enough. But this is quite a little bold. So no issues. We can separate it here. So I want to apply this CSS on this h1. So I'm going to call this as heading. This one, h1. Dot heading. I want you to have a font size of 20, no, not 20, 30 pixels. So first of all, it will look like this, or maybe 35 pixels. So it will look like this. And also, I'll change the font weight. So font weight of 300. So it will become a little thinner. See? Nice. Good enough. And also let's apply some CSS on this input box. Looks very weird right now. Very small and weird. So let's make it a little better. So let's give it a class of search. So dot search. Simple. I want it to have a width of 30%. Okay, let's see. Oh, too much. Too much. 20%. Good enough now. Okay, and now little increase in the font size. So font size of 20 pixels. Okay, good enough. Now also text indent of 20 pixels so that it is a little away from the border. Nice. And maybe we can also, remove the outline. So outline will be none. And border radius. So border radius of 10 pixel. Good enough. And also let's give it a little border. So border of 1 pixel, solid black. Or maybe gray. And here we go. And also font size I want not 20 pixel. Let's give it 18 pixel. Guys, good enough input field now, everyone? All good? Hopefully. Now below this, I want to create my table. Because guys, in this case, I'm not planning to display my data in the form of cards. But I hope you remember that we can display our data in form of cards, right? I have shown you that on day 2. I have shown you how to display your data in the form of cards. But today, I'm going to be displaying my data in the form of tables. Now guys, these two, displaying data in the form of cards and displaying data in form of tables, are the two main ways of displaying data on web pages. These are the two main ways. Okay. So I have already shown you how to display it as cards. Today I'm showing you how to display it as table. But for that, guys, we need to first do basic setup of table. So here I'm going to go and create a table now. So table. Inside table will have a T head, which will be heading. And after T head will be also having T body, in which I'll put my rows of data. So inside T head, a TR. I hope everyone knows basic tables, guys. Okay, let's give this a class. So class of table. And this to this TR, let's give it as, some kind of serial number, in which I'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, not in TR directly, sorry, TR is the row. Inside that, I need heading columns, so TD. TD is for normal column, but here we can use TH. If I want to make it bold, we can use a TH here, guys. Yes, exactly, first time with table. So let's go with table today. So TH, serial number. In that, so guys, TR, if you don't know tables, TR stands for row. And in this case, this TH is for creating those cells. Okay, TH and TD, both are for cells. It's just TH is a little bolder, so it looks like heading. And TD is normal, that's all. So serial number, then name of the student, then age of the student, then city of the student, and then finally total marks of the students. Okay, now right now it's not looking that good, so let's make it look good quickly. So for that, we'll go to this table and we'll give it a width of 100%. Here we go. Now they are properly defined. And also, guys, I need a little gap, so I'll ask the table to come down a little bit. So margin top of 50 pixel, like this. Okay, is that clear, guys? Hopefully. And increase the font size of TH. So TH, I want you to have font size of 20 pixels. Nice, looks nice. Now, guys, let's create a dummy TD. Let's create a dummy TD, dummy row for data. So TR, one more TR for a row, and let's put TD as 1. And one more TD, let's say, let's say we put here as Thor. Then age will be, let's say, 1500. And city will be, let's say, Asgard. That's also a planet, that's also a city, that's also a country for him. So Asgard. And total marks can be, I don't know, 230, something like that. Okay, so guys, we are creating only one row as of now, just to visualize. You can see the data here, but this is not looking very great. Okay, so first of all, guys, we need to see the borders, because without borders it's looking worst, right? So we'll go here and we'll ask the TD and TH both, so TH and TD both, to have borders. So first of all, let's give them borders. So border of 1 pixel, solid gray. And also, guys, remove the background gray, because of that we are unable to see anything. So remove the background gray and you can see now we have borders, right, everyone? Okay, we have borders, but there's some gaps between the borders. I don't want that gaps. So for that, guys, you can go in table and ask the table to have something called as border collapse. collapse. So that will remove that extra gaps. See that? Now it's a single line border. Exactly, Bhimarao sir. Collapse. Simple. And I need a little bit of padding because it's not looking that great. So to every TD and TH, we are going to give a padding of 10 pixel from all sides. And now it's kind of nice. Is that clear, everyone? Basic table. And you can also make it a little more lighter. So instead of gray, we can go for this one. And see, now it's much more lighter and better. Okay. So guys, I really hope that we are cleared with this basic thing and why I'm using TH at the end. It should be TD as well, right? So guys, this is only one data. Okay. Guys, please focus. Now it's your test. Now this is your test. Guys, this is one row which is representing one data. Correct, everyone? But actually, here I want to display multiple rows based on this data. So guys, you tell me. Now, do I have to generate multiple rows for my data using JavaScript? Yes or no? Now, do I have to generate multiple rows for all the data using JavaScript? Correct or not? That means this is what I need to create using JavaScript. Right, everyone? Now we need to create multiple rows for all this data that we have, right? And guys, main thing is, this is the structure. Now we know the structure. That we need tr. That means, guys, now using JavaScript, we need to create tr. We need to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TDs. And we need to put all those 5 TDs in tr. And we need to put that tr in tbody. That's the technique, right, guys? For every data, we need to create a tr. Inside the tr, we need to create 5 TDs. Okay? And at the end, I'll put that big tr into tbody to be displayed as data. Correct, guys? So basically, my 3 steps are create row. Okay, let me put it there. Remove it from here. See, guys, what are my steps? Create row. Create 5 TDs. Put TDs in tr. Put tr in tbody. In these 4 steps, it will be done. And guys, this is how you should always do. First, understand what you're planning to do. So this is my process. And I also have a reference. Okay, so I'll take this reference from here. Let's take it reference. Remove it. So my tbody will be empty. Let's give it a ID. Tbody. Let's give it a ID. Okay, leave it now. My tbody initially will be empty because the TRs will come from JavaScript. Okay. So guys, shall we do it for one at least? First, let's generate one TR. What say, everyone? Let's generate only one TR, guys. Shall we? Let's go. So let's call it as let row equals. How do we create, guys? Document dot create element. For everyone who is new, guys, please try to understand that if you're not comfortable by seeing this, you have to watch day 2 of this whole course, because on day 2 we learned all this stuff. So if you're new here, you can watch it continuously from here. But again, if you want to learn this, how to create all this stuff, what exactly is create element, I would suggest you to watch day 2. And guys, if you're new, please also don't forget to just, drop a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Okay. And yes, Devi Prasad, you can go for HTML string, but I would never suggest to use HTML string. I would always suggest you to go for real elements. So let's read a TR, guys. TR. And that's done. TR is done. So guys, first step done. Create row. Let's mark it. Done. Okay, done. Now create 5 TDs. Let's go. And guys, we'll name the TDs according to what they are holding. So I know, according to the main logic, first TD is going to hold number, second TD is going to hold name, third TD is going to hold age, fourth is going to hold city, and fifth is going to hold total marks. So accordingly, let's name the variables. Okay. So let NOTD, that is number TD. Okay, number TD, document dot get element, sorry, not get element, create element TD. Right, guys? And now everyone, let me ask you, guys, inside this array, if I want to access the first element, what do I need to do? If I only want to access the first array, what do I need to do? Everyone, come on. Digiworld, no, we don't have to create tbody. T body is already there. We need to create TR. Okay, DigiWorld. Guys, everyone please confirm, guys. Exactly. No, not name of 0. Students of 0. Right, Nanda? Students of 0 will give me the first element. Correct. Students of 0 will give me the first element. So for now, let's consider I just want to use first element of this array. Okay. So, guys, first of all, this is a number TD. So in this, I just want to put 1 or 2. Correct. So put any random thing. So in this TD, I want to put some text. Because see, guys, every TD is going to have some text inside it. So I just want to put some random text. So number TD dot, we can use inner text, right? Inside this TD, I want to put, let's say, 1. Leave that. 1. Leave it. Now here comes the main one, the second TD, the name TD. Okay, in which I want to store the name of the first student. So to access that first object, I need to write students of 0. So by that, I'll get the first object. But I don't want the object, I want its name. So I have to write students of 0 dot name. So I'll get the name. Correct, everyone? So first of all, create the TD. So document dot create element TD. Okay, and the name TD dot inner text will be students arrays first object student of 0 dot its name. And just like that, guys, now for every TD, let's do it quickly. The next TD, I'm going to call it as age TD. Okay, and inside that, I want to store the user's or the student's age according to this setup. Okay, nice. Then what is next, guys? It's the city. So same logic, but for city. So city TD. And there I want to put first user's city. Okay, and then finally total marks. So let's have TMTD, which is total marks TD. Okay, I hope you understand. It's just a shortcut, TMTD. And here I'm going to put total marks. Now, guys, done. The next step is also done. Creating 5 TDs. Now, what's the next step? Put TDs in TR. Right, guys? Put TDs in TR. So we know how to do it, right? Everyone? No, Ujjwal. No need to change index. Right now. Okay. Ujjwal, no need to change index, buddy. We are putting name, city, age, and total marks of the first object in all these TDs. We are only creating one row right now. Okay, good. Right now, guys, we are only creating one row. So in one row, I just want one user's detail, which is students of 0. So his name, his age, his city, his total marks. Now, guys, finally, I need to put all these TDs in this row. So, guys, what's the technique? What do we use? Row dot append child, right, everyone? Append child, and we can simply pass the first TD, which is name TD. Okay. Then just like that, row dot append child, the second one in the sequence, which is, okay, no, not the name, not name TD is not first one, guys. Number TD is first one. And then we can pass name TD. Now, guys, instead of doing it again and again, there's a shortcut as well. Rather than using append child, you can also use append. And the best part about append is, in that, you can pass multiple elements. See, the optional. You can pass multiple elements, an array of multiple elements. So I can go here, create an array, and pass all the TDs in sequence like this. Number TD, comma, name TD, comma, age TD, comma, city TD, comma, finally, which one is it? Total marks TD. And guys, this is also possible. So either you do row.append child 5 times, or you simply do row.append and in an array notation pass all the TDs in sequence. It's one and the same thing, guys. So now you know, right, which one is easier, everyone? So if you want to just add a single element, you can always go for append child. If you want to add an array of elements, you can also go for append and pass an array. Okay, no issues, Naveen, no issues, buddy, no issues. Okay. So guys, are we clear with this, everyone? And now finally, this task is also done. Putting TDs in TR. Now finally, we need to put TR in T body. Show this in console. Oh, no issues. You can see that. If I just go at console.log, and if I print that row, you will see the HTML has been formed. See that? Guys, the HTML has been formed. Oh, okay, no. There's some issue. Oh, actually, I don't think so. We need to pass arrow notation. We can just pass it like this. Actually, yes, no need to pass that arrow notation. Sorry, forgot. Okay, wait. Is there some issue? Am I making a mistake? Oh, it's empty. So, am I making a mistake here? It should not be like this. Why they are coming like this? Have I made a mistake somewhere? I don't think so, but there might be some issue. Okay, let's test it, guys. Let's test it by putting in the T body. Then we'll understand if there's some issue. So let's put it in T body, guys. So let's fetch the T body. Let's test it. No issues. We'll test it. Document dot get element by ID T body dot append child row. Let's see. Okay, no. I have made some mistake, guys. I don't think so. It's an annotation. Let me check. I think I'm making a mistake here. Oh, it's normal, guys. No need of using arrow notation. It was not visible in the console, but see, here it is working. See that, everyone? So actually, no issues. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I don't know why it is not showing it in the console. No need of that arrow notation, guys. Just pass it normally. Separating by comma, that's all. Okay, that's the mistake I made. I'm sorry. I actually saw this, right? That's why I got confused. I actually saw this one, row dot append. So I actually made a mistake from here. I thought you have to pass an array. That's why I made the mistake. It happens, no issues. Because we can't remember it always, that's fine. At least we solved it. So now you just have to pass it like this, separated by comma. No need to mention an array. I don't know why in console it's not showing it like that. See, in console it's not visible like that, but that's fine. Our main logic is done. Okay. So guys, are we cleared, everyone? Please confirm that. Are we cleared with this? So we got our row. We got our first row, right, everyone? Guys, now the main thing is simple. We just need to put this whole code in loop. Right, everyone? We just need to put this whole code in a loop and just change the index one by one. Right, guys? So we just have to do this. For let I equal 0, I is less than students dot length I plus plus, and take this whole code and put it in the loop. But if I put this whole code in the loop, it will always just add Bhimrao sir again and again. Okay, if I just save it, see, it will just add Bhimrao sir again and again. But we don't want this, right, everyone? We don't want this. Because it's happening because I think in that case it will show. Maybe it might be happening asynchronously. That's why it's not showing. That's also one more case. Okay. So that might be one case. We can test it. Now, okay, first of all, let's solve this issue. So guys, here in the loop, I have mentioned students of 0. So it's always considering the first object. That's why everywhere it's the same first object. So what we can do here is, instead of writing 0, we can mention I. And now index will change every time. So every time the new student will come up. Right, everyone? Guys? And now you will see all the new students. Okay? And guys, for the final trick, you can see here we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Because I have hard coded that 1 here. So rather than using 1, I can just use this I for numbering because it's incrementing, right? So I can just use this I. But if I start with I always starts from 0. So I'll have 0, 1, 2. So I can just do I plus 1. So if it is 0, plus 1. If it is 1, plus 1, 2. And guys, now you have it. Okay, and also, let's go here and remove this. No, this is border. Remove this yellow. Remove this red. So that you have a beautiful looking. See, something like this. So now, all students and a simple search bar as well. Okay guys, everyone, are we cleared with this? Everyone, please confirm that. Are we cleared with this or not? So we have displayed our data in the form of tables. And also, let me clear Devi Prasad's doubt. He asked me, sir, please do append child and then check if it is working in console. So let's do that. Let's do that as well. Let's append child everything one by one because I want to confirm. 2, 3, 4. Guys, it will be same thing. It's just using a different technique. That's all. Right, guys, you know, right, everyone? Either I do this way or I do this way. It's the same technique. But I just want to check if this is printing in console. So console.log row. So now if we check our console, it is working for this. Okay, so for append it was not showing. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe append might be asynchronous. Maybe. Again, I need to check. I never have focused on that much, but let's confirm now. If it is happening anyway. Why it is coming like this? Okay, let me just see. Is append in JS async? No, it is asynchronous only, but I don't know why it's happening then. Maybe I need to check it somewhere. No issues, guys, I'll check it. First of all, it's not even making it visible like, yeah. See, yeah. Why? Append versus append child. They have not mentioned it like, you know, it is asynchronous. So I don't know. I have to check actually. No issues, guys. The main aim is to add elements. I need to check if why this append one is not showing. They have mentioned that it's not asynchronous. So I also need to check. Okay, no issues. We'll check. I'll check it afterwards. No issues. I'll check it afterwards. Don't worry. I'll check it. I'll check it. Because now even I'm concerned. Because I never focused on this. I always use append and append child both, but I never focused on it. But no issues. I'll check it now. Okay. Anyway, guys, now our code is working and we have everything properly fine. But now, here's the main thing, guys. The main thing. That we don't want to display all the data at once. Guys, we don't want to display all the data at once here. Let's say I want to only display 8 data. 8 data at once. And I want to create pagination. Getting my point, everyone? So I only want to display 8 data at once. Then next time the other 8. Next time the other 8. So 8. Then next time 8 to 16. The next time 16 to whatever it is. Getting my point, everyone? That's what I want to do here. So shall we go ahead and do it? Guys. And one more thing, guys, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, guys. Everyone, please don't forget to subscribe and please don't forget to like the video as well. Okay? So, guys, let's go and let's do pagination now. Because now that's what we are here for, right? Pagination. So, let's go, guys. Okay, so this is our display function. Leave it as it is. We'll change it afterwards a little bit. Now, let's go. Let's do the pagination logic. And for that, I need to create few buttons first. So, let's quickly create few buttons. Okay, that will be just above this table. So guys, people normally create pagination at the down. I'm creating it here, but trust me, you can also create it on the downside. It's up to you. Yes, and also search. Don't worry. I'm here. I know. I will never leave you before pagination search, even if it goes for 3 hours. Don't worry. I will complete it. So container is here. Now guys, I need one more div here. Okay, and let's call it as, you know, pagination, something like that. Pagination area. Let's apply some CSS to pagination now. dot pagination width of 100% and padding of, let's say, 20 pixel. From top bottom 5 pixel, and from left right nothing, actually leave it. And for now, background color of yellow. The append child method itself doesn't display anything in the browser's console when you use it. Instead, it is method for manipulating the DOM. When is the structure representing the web page, when you append child, it adds a child element. That's correct. Yes. So see, the definition is correct. The problem is why we are unable to see the append in the console when we are appending. Okay. When you use append child, it adds a child element to the parent element in the DOM, but it doesn't produce any visible output in the console. See, again, console is not the matter here. It's completely fine because we understand it. But actually, append child is showing and append is not showing. That's why we got curious to check it. Okay. So yeah, no issues. Yep, understandable, DigiWorld. And thank you so much for putting this effort to get this data. Good one, buddy. Good one. Okay, guys. Now here we need to create buttons, right, everyone? Now we need to create buttons here. Correct, guys? That 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. Now again, guys, it can be buttons, it can be divs, it can be whatever you want. For now, I'm just creating 2 buttons, previous and next. Then after that, we can add more buttons. Okay, guys, everyone. First, let's only work with previous and next. Okay, guys, let's go. So button, and to this, I'm going to give a font awesome, which will be for previous. No issues, Rajan, no issues, buddy. You can watch the recording afterwards. And it will be amazing if you can also inform your friends to, come join the channel. So thank you so much, Rajan. No issues. Thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's also take some font awesome. So what I want is I need a previous button. So previous. Or actually, we can also use the arrow, Or let's use the other one. Let's use let's use arrow left only. No issues. It's completely fine. No issues. And don't worry about this Nightbot warning, guys. Don't worry about the Nightbot warning. I need to change the setting. So please don't worry about if you get any warning from Nightbot. Yes, Sohail, I read your message, buddy. Don't worry. I read your message. Don't worry about the Nightbot warning as of now. So 1 button for previous and 1 button for next. Okay, let's see how does it look as of now. And here we go, guys, we have 2 buttons. And it's not arrow next, it's arrow right. Simple mistake. And guys, here we go, 2 buttons here, left and right. Let's put them on this side quickly. So let's go to pagination, display of flex, and justify content to flex end, so that everything comes here. Okay, guys, and I need a little gap there. So column gap 10 pixel. Okay, and also to the buttons I need to style. So I need to style the buttons which are under pagination div. So pagination button, I need to style you. So I'm going to give it padding top bottom nothing, left right just 10 pixels should be it. So top bottom nothing, so 0 pixels, and left right 10 pixels. Okay, not looking that great. Or actually we can now give width and height because I want them to be fixed. So width of 30 pixel and height of 30 pixel. Nice. Okay, everyone, 2 buttons, previous and next. Nothing big, nothing great, simple logic. Okay, so now we guys have 2 buttons, and now here's the main logic. First of all, I only want to display 8 data. So guys, we need to do few changes now. Okay, everyone, we need to do few changes. Okay, so let's create a new array. Let's call it as paginated array or paginated data. This is the array where I'll be only storing the cut data from 1 to 8, from 8 to 16. Is that clear, guys? Now, for the setup, I need few variables. Okay, so the first variable that I have is, the first variable that I have here is going to be from where to cut. From where to cut, or what we can do here is we can also make it in, just like in the carousel, guys, we created slide numbers, right? Here we can do page numbers. Okay, so guys, see, if I'm having 8 data at once, so how do you calculate number of pages in pagination. That means 8 data in one page, so 8 data in another page. That means if I have 32 data, guys, if I have 32 data, how many pages will be there? 4 pages, correct everyone? If I have 32 data, it will be divided in 4 pages. If I have 35 data, it will be 5 pages. 32 for first 4, and the last one will be used for the last 3. So how do we calculate it, guys? How do we calculate the number of pages? So let number of pages, and it's very simple, guys. It will be simply students dot length divided by 8. Right, everyone? That's how you calculate, right? The number of elements in the array divided by 8. So if there is 32 data, 32 elements, 32 divided by 8 is 4. Correct, everyone? Guys. But if I have 35 data, it will give me rational value. It will give me 32 point something. So I don't want rational value. So for that, guys, we have to do math.ceil. That means if you get 32.1, it should go to 33. Is that clear, guys? That means, see, let's say if there are 34 data, so in that case you will get 4 point something. Correct? Like if I have 34 data, you will get 4.1 or 2. But I want that 4.1 to go till 5. Directly round to 5. If there is any rational value, round it up. Okay, if it is 42.1, go to 42. If it is 3.1, go to 4. If it is 3.7, go to 4. So that's why for that rounding up, we are doing math.ceil. So that we'll get an actual number of pages. No, not floor. We cannot go with floor. Ujjwal, we cannot go with floor here. See, if you have 36 data, it will give you 4.5. Right? Now if it is 4.5, that means you need 5 pages. So if you do math.floor, it will come back to 4 pages because 4.5 will be rounded to 4. Right? So it will give you only 4 pages. But you have 36 data. First 4 pages will be used for 8, 8, 8, 8 and 32 done. Now again 4 data is left. That will go on 5th page. That's why math.ceil. Round up. Because even if there is one extra data, it should go in the next page. So guys, you get your number of pages. Okay. And also, let current page. So by default, guys, current page will be what? 1. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, I hope it's cleared. Please tell me. Okay, current page initially will be 1, and this is what will be changing. We'll be changing the current page again and again and again. That is going to be the main thing. Okay, everyone. Now, let's go. Important thing. Now, guys, initially, our paginated data will be nothing but a copy of real students. So, it will be just a copy of students. Okay. So, guys, I'm doing nothing. I'm simply copying the students array in my paginated data. Okay, because I want one array to be unharmed. I want this array to be unharmed. Is that clear, everyone? I want this array to be unharmed. So leave it as it is. It will help me to get my data back in future. So I'm simply creating a new copy of students called as paginated data. Okay, so I have, in this case, that means, guys, I have 2 arrays. One in students and one in paginated data. Both of them are same. But I'm just trying to maintain 2 copies. That's all. Now, guys, here's the main deal. Initially, I only want to display how much, guys? Initially, I only want to display how much? First 8, right? So, how do you calculate? How do you extract first 8? Very simple. What we'll do is we'll create 2 variables as well. Start index. So, let's call it as start index, which I'll calculate by this logic. Current page minus 1. Okay, so it will give me 0 and multiplied by maximum data, that is 8. So multiplied by, sorry, not multiplied by, start index will be current page minus 1. I think it should be 0. That's it. That should be it. And let end index. So end index will be start index plus 8. So guys, how it will be calculated now? See, focus everyone. Start index is current page, which is 1, minus 1, which is 0. So start index is 0. Then end index is start index plus 8, which is, guys, 0 plus 8, which will be 8, right everyone? But actually we want to go from 0 till 7, right? Everyone, we want to go from 0 till 7, right? So I think here also we need to do 8 minus 1, something like that, right? So we can do 8 minus 1 here. 8 minus 1. Last index minus 1, whatever it is. So now it will be 7. 8 minus 1 will be 7 and 0 plus 7 will be 7. Now, if my page number increases and if it becomes 2, now what will happen? So start index will be 2 minus 1. But no, actually 2 minus 1 will give me nothing. Actually, I need to multiply it by 8. Sorry, yes. I need to multiply it by 8. Yes, that's important. Guys, please focus. How my start index will change. So if the page number is 1, it will be 1 minus 1, which is 0. 0 into 8, which will be 0. So start index initially will be 0. Correct, everyone? Now next time, if I go to page number 2, so it will be 2 minus 1, which is 1. 1 into 8, 8. So next time the index will start from 8. No, we can't directly write 7. No, Utpal. No, that is the case. Actually, we can write 7, but let's first see what's going on. I think we can write. Now guys, next time if the page number is 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 into 8, 16. That means start from 16 index. And now guys, if you'll check, there is a difference of 8 continuously. And that's what we want. Because first time I want to display 8 data, then next time other 8, then next time other 8. Is that clear, everyone? So my start index is changing every time. So this is the logic to get start index every time. Is that cleared, guys? Please tell me. Guys. Okay. And end index will be 7. So for that, I think we can just do 8 minus 1. But we can't do 8 minus 1 always because actually we can do that. Yeah, if I can just put 7 actually. 0 plus 7, 7. And if I have 2 minus 1, 1, 8. 8, start from 8. And 8 plus 7 will be how much? But guys, are we going to get that correct data? Everyone. Are we going to get that? Okay, first of all, let's check. Okay. Start index plus 8. Let's do it 8. Let's check. Let's see. No issues. Let's see. Now, guys, in paginated data, we don't want to store the whole array. We don't want to store the whole array. We want to splice that array. That means from that array, I need to extract some data. And in splice, you need to pass two things. First is from which index you want to start splicing. That will be my start index. And how many elements? Okay. So, no, don't use splice, guys. Sorry. You have to use slice. Splice will delete. I not use slice. Start index and ending should be end index. Now, first of all, let's see. Now, guys, here, instead of using students, we have to use this paginated data in this loop. Now, guys, first of all, let me explain you slice if you don't know. See. Focus here. Let me explain you splice a little bit. Slice, sorry, not splice. Slice. See, if I have an array, like just to explain you guys, let A equals an array of 23, 45, 67, 89, 34, 12, 56, 78. Okay. I have an array, guys. Now, if I do A dot slice. Now, see, I can pass start and end. So, if I pass 2, that means start from index number 2, which will be 0, 1, 2. That is 67. And if I pass end as 5, now see what happens. You're getting 67, 89, 34. So, start from here. Okay, 67. And it goes, guys, in slice, whatever index you mention, it always goes minus 1. Okay. So, you have mentioned 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it by default goes to minus 1. So, it is only giving you to 34. So, start from 67 and go. So, start from second index, go till fifth index. So, technically, it should start from second index and go till fifth index. But whatever you mention secondly, it is always by default minus 1. So, it will go till 34 only. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, Understood why we don't need to do -1? Why we don't need to do -1? Because it will internally do that. Okay. So slice 2 comma 5, that means start from 2. So 0, 1, 2, from 2, 3, sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it will, second parameter will always go -1. So it will only go till 4. So if you mention 5 here, it will go till 4. If you mention 6 here, it will go till 5. That's why if I put start index plus 8, which is 8, so if I try to go till 8, it will go till 7 only. Exactly. Last index will be excluded. Exactly. Now let's see, guys. If I can only see some 8 data here. And see, guys, only the first 8 data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. Is it not? Oh, sorry, I made current page 3, right? Sorry, guys. Current page 1. Initially, current page should be 1, right? And now see. Everyone understood? Guys, all cleared here. Hopefully it is cleared, guys. Now, guys, what we are going to do is we are going to make this whole thing as a, now guys, actually we are not even using number of pages, but we'll be using it, no issues. We'll be using it somewhere. So let's keep it outside. Now, guys, we need to use all these things as a proper function. So let's get a function paginate. Okay, I'm calling function paginate. Is that cleared, guys? Everyone? And I'm telling it that I'm going to give you something called as page number. I'll give you something called as page number as a parameter. Is that cleared, everyone? Guys, I'll give you a page number as parameter. Your job is to take that page number, calculate start, calculate end, get the paginated data, and display it using this loop. That's your job. Are we cleared, guys, everyone? So your job is to calculate start, calculate end, and calculate the paginated data and display it. So I'm putting all that in a function. Are we cleared, guys, everyone? Please tell me. And guys, see, right now the data will not be displayed. Why? Because now it's inside a function. So we need to call this function once, right? Everyone, we need to at least call this function somewhere. So let's do an initial call, paginate. And guys, by default we'll pass what? The current page, which is 1. Are we cleared, everyone? By default I'll pass the current page, which is 1. Okay, everyone, guys. So you'll have your first set of data. Okay, so guys, this function knows now. This function simply knows, give me a page number. Give me a page number. Based on that page number, I'll calculate start, I'll calculate end, and I'll give you the set of data. Now see, here if I go, and if I pass 2, it will give me second set of data. See that? Wait, is it working or not? Oh wait, I forgot to mention page number. Wait, here. Page number. Yeah, that's all. Now see, we have second set of data. Dale, Shane, Abraham, Shahrukh, Kritik, Saif, Thor, Iron Man. Okay, and if I pass 3 here, I'll have the third set of data. See that? And I think it's last, right? Abraham is the last. Yes. See, and here we have only few data. If I repeat it, you will see that some data will go on the last page now. See now. And if I pass now 4, there will be only 2 or 1 data on the 4. See? Why, guys? Why? Because we have, I think, around, I don't know. What is the length, guys? Let's print the number of pages now, quickly. So console.log number of pages. So guys, we have 4 number of pages. Okay. First 3 pages are only having 888 data, which is 24 data. So in total, we have around 26 data. That's why the other 2 are going on the last page. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, don't worry about the serial. Don't worry about the serial as of now. We'll take care of that at the end. Don't worry. That's not a big deal as of now. We'll change it. Guys, 34? Oh, wait. How come 34? How many pages do we have? We have 4 pages, right? How come 34 data? Let me print the length. No, we have 26 only. Subhashini, understand the concept. On the last page, we only have 2 data. In the first 3 pages, we had how much? 3 pages, 8 3s are 24. 24 data. And on the last page, we have only 2 data. So 4 pages. In 3 pages, you have how much? 24. And the last page, you have 2 data. Exactly. 8, 8, 8, 2. Correct. Okay, guys. I hope it's cleared. Hopefully, you're all understanding. I'm really hoping that. Okay, cool. Now then, guys, let's move ahead. Now, initially, by default, guys, it will show page number 1, correct? Guys, by default, it will show page number 1, so leave it. You display page number 1. Fine. Display page number 1. All good. Now, if I click on next and previous, I need to move into pages. So let's go, everyone. Let's go now. So let's add some event on those buttons. And guys, now it's going to be really magical. Now it's done. Guys, actually we have done it. The main logic is done. Now it's only about proper clicking. Sir, can you please TD data in center? Okay, this data. Okay, fine. I know it looks a little weird, right? Let me put it. Wait, where is TD? Text align center. Okay, center. Why I'm saying center? Center. Okay. Okay, fine. Looks fine. Looks good. Okay, leave it. Okay, now then let's go and let's give this button some ID. So ID of previous and ID of next. Is that cleared, guys, everyone? Okay. And now let's add some events. Let's go and let's add some events, guys. So let me put a comment here that this is the initial call. Okay. Initial call. Okay, guys, everyone, initial call. Leave that now. Now, document dot get element by ID. And guys, please, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, because I'm coming up with a lot of amazing courses after this. Asynchronous JavaScript, Node.js, Angular, React, app development. So please don't forget to subscribe, guys. And also like the video. Okay, if you're enjoying the session, please do like the video. That keeps me motivated. Okay, so let's go, guys. Now on next. So on next, add an event. The event will be click. And guys, see how simple it is now. If someone clicks on next, I know by default current page is 1. Right, everyone? Correct. Same like slider. Guys, same like slider. Increment the current page by 1 and pass it to this paginate function. So guys, see, why did I convert that carousel logic with this? So that we can relate. That carousel is also having the kind of similar logic, and this is also having kind of similar logic. Right, everyone? And yep, thank you so much, Sohail. Thank you so much for sharing the channel, buddy. Thank you so much. And now, guys, see, if I click on next. Oh, but the old data is not going away. Guys, the old data is not going away. So you have to clear the table first. So we can write it here in this function only. Before adding this new row, adding this collection of rows in the table, first you have to clear the t-body. So every time, don't forget, before applying this loop and putting new rows, clear the t-body. So for that, inner HTML equals blank. This will clear the t-body. Is that cleared, everyone? Because it's an append operation, right? So append will append to anything that is already there. So what I'm saying is, whenever you start to paginate, first make sure that you clear the t-body. So clear t-bodies inner HTML to blank. And after that, generate all these rows. And now, it should be fine. Click, and here we go, guys. Next set, next set, next set. See? Amazing. But if I click after this, there's nothing. So I need to stop the click. Right, everyone? I need to stop the click at some point. So what I can do is, in here I can write if current page, until the current page is less than equal to number of pages. Right, everyone? It's okay. Keep doing it. Until then only just do it. That's all. Until current page, okay, not only equal to, only less than. Until it is less than number of pages, do it. Otherwise, don't do it. And now, here we go. Now it will not move after that, see? That's fine, right? It's had ended. Now you can also write some logic to disable the button. Correct, everyone? At the end, we can write some logic to disable the button. Once it reaches the end, we can do that. That's very easy. We can just manipulate the disable attribute of the button. Now same for previous, everyone. Same for previous. Copy the same thing. Paste it. But now it's for previous. And for previous, guys, the logic changes. If check that current page should be always only if it is greater than 1. Then do minus minus. And that's all. Right, everyone? So if until current page is greater than 1, you're allowed to do minus minus and move backwards. So now let's see. Next, previous. Can I go previous after this? No. See, nothing's happening. Next, 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 previous, previous, previous. And guys, that's it. So until current page greater than 1, you're allowed to do minus minus and paginate backwards. Once it reaches 1, you're not allowed. Because once current page reaches 1, 1 is not greater than 1. So it is not allowed. Cleared, guys? Everyone, are we cleared with this previous and next logic? And first of all, let me remove this yellow color. It is irritating me now. So let's quickly go ahead and remove the yellow color. All set, guys, everyone? All set. Now, guys, do you also want to see that logic, everyone? When you sometimes have button like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you also want to see that logic, guys? You tell me. Do you want to see that? Or let's create search first and then do that. Okay, let's create search first. Guys, let's do search first. Okay, let's do search first. Let's do search first. Okay. Yes, I'll write code for searching. Don't worry, Dev Prasad. I know it was a question from first or second day. So don't worry, I'll do it now. So guys, let's go. Let's do the searching logic, everyone. Okay. Now guys, it will be a little tricky to understand. You know why? It's not going to be tricky, but little changes will be there because see, your paginate array is working on students, right? Directly on students. But now when you perform searching, we will get a new array of the search results. When we perform searching, guys, we'll get a new array of search results. And based on that, then we have to do pagination. Correct, everyone? We have to do pagination based on that. Right, guys? I hope you're getting my point, everyone. Okay. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Let me show you. So first of all, let's do search logic. Okay. So I'm going to be doing it on when I start writing the code. So it will be on key up. Okay. So let's give it an ID. Let's give this an input ID. ID of search. Okay. Search. And now here, let's go. Document dot get element by ID search dot now guys, the event will change. Okay, it will not be a click event. So guys, when you start typing in an input field, that event is called as key up event. Okay, so the event now is whenever I perform key up event in my. Is that cleared, everyone? Guys, are we cleared? Please tell me. So when I perform the key up event, need to call this function. Let me show you. If I just do console.log hello, see this what will happen. As soon as I start typing now, see guys, as soon as I start typing, see it has printing hello, hello, hello again and again. See that, guys, everyone? Got the idea? Guys, I hope you got the idea, guys. Hopefully. But I don't want this hello. I want what I'm writing inside that field. So let's see how to read the input field's value quickly. And it's very easy, guys. Let val. I'm storing it in this variable. To read it, simply document dot get element by ID search. That is the input field's name. And guys, it's a text box. So you can't use inner text. It's an input box. For input box, you can't use inner text. So you have to use dot value. To get its value, guys, you have to use dot value. Okay. And now to confirm it, let's do it. Console.log val. Hopefully it's cleared, guys, everyone. Hopefully. So as soon as I start typing in that search element, which is this one, as soon as I start typing in that, I'll extract its value, store in this variable, and then I'll print it. Let's confirm if it is working. Let's confirm. So see, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, blah, 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 and it is coming on the spot. We're getting the value, guys. Okay. And now finally, it's time to make the search. But first, let's do search. Okay. So guys, very easy. Very, very easy. You have to use a simple function called as, so on the students array, we'll apply something called as a filter. What will we apply, guys? Filter. Okay. Filter function. Inside filter function, there is a callback function. And guys, again, if you don't know about this filter function, I would suggest you to watch my complete JavaScript fundamental session, which is on my channel. So if you just go there and watch my complete JavaScript fundamental session, everything is covered there. Everything. Filter, map, for each, find, every function. Okay. So function. Now inside this, guys, we get, so guys, see, we are applying filter on this students array, which is this array. So every time in that filter function, we will get one by one each and every object. So first time we'll get this object, next time we'll get this object, next time we'll get this object, next time we'll get this object. Let me show you, guys. Let me also show you. If at all you're new, let me at least give you a basic idea. See, guys, remember we had an array of A. We created an array called as A here. Oh, it's gone now. So let me create it again. Let A equals, okay, yeah, the same thing. So guys, now we have an array called as A. Now if I apply a filter on this, A dot filter. And inside this, guys, we pass a function. In the filter, we pass a function. In that function, guys, we get all these values one by one. So here if I create a variable called as V, this filter function will go through each and every variable one by one. So first time in this V we'll get 23, next time we'll get 45, next time we'll get 67, next time we'll get 89, next time we'll get 34. Let me confirm you that. So inside this function, if I print console.log V, see, it will just print all my data one by one. See that, everyone? So this filter function is going through every data one by one, and every data, so first time in this function, in this V, you have this available 23, the next time 45, next time 67, next time 89, next time 34, next time 12, next time 56, and all that stuff. Understood, guys, everyone? But now, this is not what I want to do. Instead of doing console.log, you can write a code like return if the value of V is greater than 23 or let's say 40. Now see, guys, what it will do is this filter function will apply this function for each and every element in this array. So I'm saying for every element which is greater than 40, so wherever V is greater than 40, give me that. So for all the elements who are greater than 40, this filter function will return all those elements as an array, and that's why you can see we have a new array of all the values which were greater than 40. So filter function is basically used to filter out the array, filter some details from the array. So I said wherever any value is greater than 40, return that value. And whatever values are returned from that array, at the end a new array is formed with the collection of all the values. Is that clear, guys, everyone? So guys, see, here I'm going a little fast in filter, but trust me, guys, if you want to learn completely about it, there's my complete JavaScript fundamental session where you can understand it completely. Okay, here it's not our task to understand filter, but I hope you're getting my point. I'm still trying to just, give the whole idea to you. So in this case, guys, I'm applying filter on students, and in this variable student student, one by one each and every student will come. So I'll say return the student object if that student's name includes whatever I am passing in this val. So let's say if in this val I pass S, so it will go in the students array, and for every student's name it will check if that name includes S. If that name includes S, it will return that object, and all the object which the filter function returns, wherever S was matching, for all the objects which it returns, a final array will be produced. So let's call it as F students, which is filter students. Okay, that array will be here. So if I have just go now and print it here, console.log F students. Okay, or let's just call it as filter students. Now you will see that once I go ahead and write, let's say B. See, now I have all the students who have B in their name. Akib, Abraham, Subhashini, Abraham, Subhashini, Abraham. They all have B in their name. If I pass capital B, then see I have these many data. Only two, Bhimrao and Black Widow. Is that cleared, guys? So what is this filter function doing? It's applying a filter on students array, and for every student, it's checking if their name includes whatever value I'm writing. If it is including that, return that whole student. So this filter function goes through every object, checks every object, and wherever this condition matches, takes that object. And at the end, all the objects that it has collected, they are pushed into this new array. And in this new array, you have all the objects which were matching this particular condition. Are we cleared, everyone? Nanda, Ujjwal, Bhimrao sir, Sohail, Subhashini, are we cleared with this, guys? Can you please confirm quickly, are we cleared with this or not? Can you please confirm? That's good. And guys, almost done now. We are almost done. Okay. Now guys, see, the issue here is, okay, fine, we have this filter students. But the issue is that here we are passing students.slice, which is the main array. So, and if I'm performing search, then I need to pass this array. So that's becoming the issue. So you know what we need to do? On the top, the students will be there. Keep this. Students, keep this. Create array here only. Let filter students and just put it as a copy of students. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, please tell me, are we clear with this or not? So I'm saying initially filter students will be just a copy of students. Fine. And rather than using students here in paginate function, use filter students. Okay. Yes, I'm uploading this content every day. Don't worry. Every day it is getting uploaded on GitHub, and GitHub link is in the chat. So guys, now I'm saying to Pagination that no need to work on the main students array. Work on this array. And the best part is, guys, initially, if I have not performed the search yet, filter students and students are exactly same. So initially, you'll see it's all same. It's all same. See? But now the best part is that now if someone applies filter, I just change the data which is present inside filter students. Is that cleared, everyone? Guys. And here I just call the paginate function again and start with 1 again. And also make sure that your current page also resets to 1, because whenever someone searches, I want to go back to the first page again. Is that cleared, guys, everyone? Please tell me. Are we cleared or not here, guys? Okay. So initially, filter students is just a copy of students. That means filter students is exactly having the same number of students as the students. So initially, fine, use that. But whenever someone searches, I go on the students array, figure out whatever I need from there, and I again stored in filter students. And I said current page reset to 1, because now people are searching. So reset to 1 and paginate to 1 again. And guys, one issue, first of all, let's solve this issue. Here, I'm continuously having 1 to 8, right? So that can be solved. That can be solved by using, so in the pagination, guys, don't use this I for your index, because it will again and again restart, right? Every time you call paginate, it will restart. So rather than that, guys, you can use the start index. Because guys, this changes every time, right? Everyone, this changes every time. Initially it's 0. Next time it will be 7. Next time it will be 16, 15. So rather than using I, use start index, but not +1 because it will be +1 again and again. So actually we have to use start index plus I. Yes, start index plus I. And now see, first basic, okay, but it is becoming 0, right? So start index plus I plus 1. And now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 15 16 17 18 19 20 24 and 26. Is that cleared, guys? Because we know, right, start index is always changing. So initially start index is 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 1. For the second set, start index will be 7. So 7 plus 0 plus 1, which will be 8. That's why in the next page it starts from, sorry, 9. Actually, wait, not 7. It will be 8. Yeah. 8 plus 0 plus 1, which will be 9. Next time, this will become 16. So 16 plus 0 plus 1, which will be 17. Then 16 plus 1, I increment. So 1 plus 1, 18. Then 19. Are we cleared, guys? So that's how you can get the proper values. Are we cleared, everyone, or not? Please, can you confirm that? How we did this? Yes or no, everyone? And let me just have a little water, guys. Sorry. Okay. And now, guys, let's also search. So let's go. Let's put as B. And see, everyone, we got all the data which is having B. Cut back and we get our data back. Is that cleared, everyone? Can you please tell me? Are we cleared here or not? Yes or no? All set. If I pass, let's say, I don't know, A. So now see, and I think we have more data for A. See, the pagination also works. And now you only have 21 data, which is containing A. So pagination is also working after search. But whenever I do something, it will reset. And that's what I want. Because if it doesn't reset, it will become complicated for user. Okay, everyone. Guys, tell me also, are you enjoying the session or not? Please. Are you understanding everything and enjoying the session or not? Confirm that to me as well. And guys, one more thing. It's very tough to understand at which page we are. So, we have this variable, right, everyone? Number of pages. Guys, we have this variable, right? Number of pages and current page. We have two variables, right? Number of pages and current page. So, you know what we can do? Let's go here. And after this button, where is my buttons? Just after that, let me put a p tag. Okay? Initially, I'll put some dummy thing there. Okay, or nothing. Keep it. Just a p tag. Let's give it an ID of info. Right now, guys, there's nothing in there. Leave it. That's why, you can't see it. But if I put something content, you will see it's there. See there, guys, it's there. Okay? It's there. But I don't want to put any content from here. Leave it. I want to put some content in this from JavaScript. So, whenever paginate happens, you will also do one more thing. Document dot get element by ID info dot inner text equals. Now, guys, do we have the current page every time or not? Every time when we paginate, we have the current page, guys. So current page plus of plus we also have number of pages. So number of pages. And now see what will happen. The best thing. You are right now at page number 1 of 4. Right, guys? 1 of 4. 2 of 4. 3 of 4. 4 of 4. So now people know where they are. 3 of 4. 2 of 4. 1 of 4. And see how easy it was to do it. Actually, this information. Correct, guys, everyone? Hopefully you got it. Okay, that's how easy it was actually. It looks very tricky, but that's how easy it is, everyone. Guys, but again, it needs a lot of practice, okay? It needs a lot of practice. Okay? Now, guys, let's do the final thing of this whole DOM manipulation course, that is adding the button of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everyone? Shall we? Guys, shall we do that now? So, guys, in between this previous and next, I'm going to create one more div. And I'll call it as, let's say, nums. Guys, I'm calling it as nums, okay? I'm calling it as nums. And also, guys, in CSS, I'm removing this because I want it to work for every button. That's why I'm removing that. Guys, if I put this, it will only work for direct child buttons. I want it to work for everyone, every button which is inside pagination. That's why removing that. So that even if there are some buttons in here, it will still work. So guys, in this nums, let's give it ID. So guys, this div is between these two buttons. I can't see it right now, but I know that that div is between these two buttons. And inside this div, I want to generate those buttons. Is that cleared, everyone? Guys, are we cleared or not? Let's go now. Let's go. Let's do the final thing. First of all, our task is to generate the buttons. So guys, the first thing is we need to generate the buttons. We need to generate the buttons. So let's write the logic of generating the buttons. So logic for, so guys, actually it's so simple to generate the buttons. If I have 4 pages, I'll have 4 buttons. Yes or no, guys? Everyone, please tell me. Right? So apply a loop for let I equals 1, I is less than equals number of pages, right? Because number of pages is my maximum number of pages, and that will also become my maximum number of buttons. And I plus plus. So I starts from 1, goes till number of pages. And here, I'll write the code to generate those buttons. So let's create a button, which is something like this. Okay. And guys, it will also have icon, but actually it will not have icon. It will just have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. So let's generate a button, guys, quickly. Let's quickly generate a button. So let btn equals document dot create element button. And in that button, guys, I'm going to pass an inner text, which will be I, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have to append this button inside this div, nums div. So let's append that. So document dot get element by ID nums dot append child. Every time the loop runs, please add this button that I have created. And now, guys, see that, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, everyone. Right now they are not working, but we have got the buttons at least. Correct, everyone? So I'm running this loop from 1 till the number of pages, and I'm generating that many buttons and appending in the nums area. Now again, let's apply some CSS in this nums area as well. So just, basic logic dot nums display of flex and column gap of 10 pixel. And now you'll have something like this. Oh, no gaps. Why is that? Why no gaps? Maybe it's shrinking. But it should not shrink, actually. It should be fine. Background color red. It's shrinking. Oh, I have given ID. So sorry, guys. It's ID, not class. So let's also give it a class. That's why I was thinking why it's not working. Okay, cool. Now it will work. So no need to give it red. Okay, nice. Now, guys, the final thing, everyone. For every button, I need to add an event. Okay, for every button, I need to add an event. So for every button that I generate, btn.add event listener. Click. Now, guys, see, on click, I need to call a function. And internally, inside this button also, guys, I'll simply call the paginate function. Yes or no, everyone? And guys, see, for the first button, it should be page number 1. For the second button, it should be page number 2. For the third button, it should be page number 3. So, guys, this I is giving me that, right? This I is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4 every time. So, just pass this I. So, guys, for the first button, it will call paginate of 1. For the second button, it will call paginate of 2. For third button, it will call paginate of 3. And that's it, guys. You're done now. Page number 2, page number 3, page number 4, back. Oh. 4. Oh, guys, please. Don't also forget to update this current page. Okay, guys. So current page should also be updated, right? Because now you're moving on to that page. So current page should also update so that you can see, guys, that current page is helping us to track at which page I am at the end. So that's why paginate to I, but don't forget to go to current page. Or now remove the I from here and pass current page. That's also fine. And now see, guys, go on page number 2, then move next from there, go on page number 1, 2, 4, move previous from there, and guys, all of that is so amazingly working now. And guys, that you have your pagination with search, one of the very important things to do when you're displaying data on your web page. So guys, now tell me, are we cleared? So as promised, it was not a 2-hour session. We took 2.5 hours, but I hope it was worth it, right, everyone? I really hope it was worth it. And I really hope that for all the people who subscribed and joined new while we were just doing this whole session, I really hope that you guys found this whole thing worth and enjoyed the whole thing. Right, everyone? Hopefully. Hopefully all the new people who subscribed during these sessions, I hope you also got to learn something new. And my old people are always there. I love them. I love everyone now who is here with me on this channel, and everyone who will also join in future. So yep, guys, that's all. This marks the end of the whole DOM manipulation course. Guys, I think there is some issue with the capital letters. So guys, please write everything in small letters. Okay, stay safe. Don't worry. I didn't delete your message. That Nightbot did. I'll do that setting there. But please write everything in the small letters, guys. I think Nightbot is, removing capital letters. So no issues. So guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the whole session. I hope you guys understood everything from start to end. Because now we have completed the whole DOM manipulation thing, guys. Okay. And actually we have learned. Now you know more than enough to become a proper JavaScript developer, guys. Now what you need in your profile is asynchronous JavaScript. So guys, now you know basic JavaScript. For that, if you want to learn basic JavaScript programming fundamentals, you can watch my video on complete JavaScript programming fundamentals. This is on this channel. If you want to learn DOM manipulation, this whole series is there. And now guys, the next session that I'll be taking next week, I'll be announcing it on YouTube, don't worry. So guys, the next session will be on next week, which will be a complete asynchronous JS masterclass. And guys, after these 3 things, you are a proper JavaScript developer, guys. Ujjwal will be starting with React after finishing with asynchronous JavaScript, buddy. So once we finish asynchronous JavaScript, then we'll be starting with Node.js and React. Is that clear, Ujjwal? First is to start with async.js, because when you learn React and when you learn Angular and everything, asynchronous coding is required there. That's why the first thing that we are learning is asynchronous JavaScript, where we'll be learning promises, async and await, how to call APIs, all that stuff. So guys, be ready for that. And if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. And guys, it will be really helpful for me that now we have completed this course. So it will be really helpful that if you can go on your LinkedIn and just put, just put like, okay, I have completed this course, and you can just put some reviews about this whole course. Guys, up to you. I'm not forcing you to do this, but if it is your, if you guys have enjoyed this whole thing, this whole course, if you can do it, just go on LinkedIn, put up a post, some review about this whole course, and tag me there, and also put the link of my YouTube channel. That will help me a lot. Okay, guys, 3 things. Some review that you feel like giving, complete your words, whatever you feel, just put. It can be criticism, it can be good words, it can be whatever you want, guys. Whatever you felt about this course, just put it there, tag me, and please also don't forget to put my YouTube channel's link in your post. Only if you want, you can do this for me, for supporting me. Okay, guys? So hopefully you'll do that. Hopefully you'll do that. Okay, hoping for that you will do it. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. It was amazing having you in the last 6 days. Now I'll see you next week when we start with asynchronous JavaScript masterclass. And thank you so much for the kind words, guys. Thank you so much, Nanda, and thank you so much all for joining. I'll see you next week when we start with asynchronous JavaScript. I can't wait, and I hope you're excited as well. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye, everyone. Good night. Happy weekend to all of you. Enjoy Ganesh Chaturthi. Bye bye, guys. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.